Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football.
On a pretty gray and hazy day here in Southern California, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Los Angeles. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 2nd down now. It's Drake, and he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. 1st down, Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, and nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO, and he finds Fitzgerald. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He may try and run for this. Kyler Murray, a 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the first down.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Rolling to his, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Jared Goff and the Rams set to take over on offense. For Goff last year, of course, the disappointing end to a terrific season. His development really took a big step forward throughout. Nearly 4,700 passing yards, 32 touchdowns, playoff wins over the Cowboys and the Saints before that Super Bowl loss to New England. Here's the third-round pick from Memphis. It's Darrell Henderson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the screen.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Goff nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Motion, motion. Hey, put your hands on him. Hey, Alpha.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And take it right on the 30. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race. Now, this is into the weekend in the NFC, and it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Last year as a rookie, Edmonds got more action than most people anticipated as David Johnson's backup. 80 touches, 60 of them on the ground, 20 through the air. 4th-round pick in 2018 out of Fordham, who had a whopping 5,800 rushing yards during his college career. They think his future's bright in Arizona. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Tackle made there by Budda Baker.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Hey, hey, hey. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
Out of the gun. Gone. They got a man. It's Woods. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
On 3, on 3. Motion, motion, motion. 58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. Our ball. And 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. All day, all day. 58 is the Mike, 58. 58 is the Mike. You must be dreaming.
Throwing again is gone. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The target there, Mac Hollins. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, 50. 50 the Mike. 50. Tiger. So we got man. Hey, no, look, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, huh? Come on.
To the air again. Gone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Boom! Yeah, baby!
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it second down. Second and 5 now. Murray throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. Third down here. The Cardinals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Play fake. Murray. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but it's going to be second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Completes it to Fitzgerald. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The young buck finding the veteran there. There is 14 years separating Kyler Murray and Larry Fitzgerald. Murray turning 22 back on August 7th, and on August 31st, Larry Fitzgerald turned 36. But these two guys like each other, and it shows on the field. To throw is Murray. Able to find Isabella. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Drake. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and a yard, Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Now Murray off play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. And what they do know is they'll be playing at home come January, at least for one game, as they've locked up the NFC West. You'd love those top 2 slots, obviously, but 3 and 4, historically, really not that bad of a place to be.
No, because you're hosting. All right, you're at home, and you guarantee yourself that by winning your division the first round for sure. And the other part I look at is, you and I were just talking about the NFC West. That's a tough division to win.
Yeah, typically tough year in, year out, whether you're looking in recent memory or way back in memory. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that run.
Now Goff gets this into the hands of Brandon Cooks, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one goes for 30 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10.
Go Brown. Brown. Brown.
From the red zone now, Goff. And it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
Good stuff.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now Murray, he's got it to Williams. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Murray. This is caught by Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Murray now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Got his man. It's Williams. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Nice pass that time by the #1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year, he was at Texas A&M. Then the transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield. Then his opportunity came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football playoff. On 2nd and 10, Murray, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Drake. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep, Jalen Richard. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Phillips forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So we've come upon halftime here, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On 2nd down, it's Henderson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And he will find his man on the outside. That'll go as a pickup of 8. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. the gun. Here's Goff. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Henderson now on 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
From the 39, Goff, who nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's put that team on the bus. Value one. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Man, I got you.
Here's Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains. Woods coming off by far the best year of his career. 86 catches, over 1,200 yards. Now he's hoping to build on that. But, boy, he was a key cog in the wheel that took them to the Super Bowl last season.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Here we go, D.
On 1st down, it's gone. His throw caught at about the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
90 is a mic. Oh, yeah, and here we go again.
Again, Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 3 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score. Touchdown.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On first down, Drake. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
They'll run on first down. It's Drake. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On 2nd and 12, Murray. It's complete to Drake. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Murray. And that is incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
On 4th down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun. Gone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On first down, Edmonds. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Right back to Drake. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a 4th quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here?
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Bring it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. And that's going to be intercepted. The All-Pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Exit. Out.
Here's Goff. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Josh Reynolds that time. And it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them. And not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Hold on. Check.
58, boys. 58. Mike. 3 bucks.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. This pass complete to Reynolds. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Goff throwing again. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
You ain't doing nothing.
To the air again. Goff. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hey, I need one over here. Hey, check. Mike 50. Yo.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Mac Hollins, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. Throwing again is Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. Wow, but Between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys?
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the interception, here's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down.
Don't get nervous.
58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike.
We are done.
Back to throw, Goff. And that will be incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. And that one, an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score, couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within one score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Undercut, undercut, undercut.
They'll keep it on the ground. Drake, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Murray now. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Jared Goff and the Rams headed back onto the field. And those numbers, they kind of tell the story of his game so far. Started off not so hot. Now he's really heated up.
And remember, he signed up for duty as the guy who leads the team, right? The field general, the signal caller. So when things go rocky early, he can't just exit out and ask someone else to pick things up. He's got to do it himself, and that's what he's done here in this game.
Now it's gone. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
50, Mike 50.
Hey, Delta.
I'm coming. Here we go. 50, 50. Mike 50. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Let's get that ball.
Goff. Now a desperation throw deep down, and that's caught inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
Everyone's got 4 down.
Go, Todd. 180.
Come on, let's go.
Motion, motion, motion.
Hey. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Hey.
Goff now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Too little, Cupcake. 58, boys. 58. 58 is Mike.
Go, 12. Let's go.
And 58 is the Mike. Going 58 is the Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
Now Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
Block 20.
Mike 50, huh? Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Hey, Mike's 50.
Let's set a tone, fellas.
Looking to throw on second down. Goff. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Zerline good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. This one caught by Isabella. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our way to go.
Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
Let's go,
Now Drake. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
Hey, pick your game up. One twist.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Let's go, let's go!
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair. Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot. So for the Cards, they do get the victory here in the season finale, but it was altogether a disappointing season as they wind up at 6-10. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the Rams, the loss is number 8 for them on the year. And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.